Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the welcome to the Women in Leadership Roundtable tonight. I'm already in the summit. I'm already thinking about the summit, and I'm very much excited about the summit. It's just around the corner, and tonight we are talking to, we are talking to some of our guests that will be joining us in the summit. Peter Drucker says the best way to predict the future is to create it. The best way to create the future is to create it. So as leaders, we have set ourselves out to create the future. We have set ourselves out to to make history. And we are so grateful tonight to be sitting around a virtual roundtable talking about leadership and authorship. Most of the guests that will be at the summit have written books, have written workbooks, have written guides, they thing out. And tonight I want to welcome you to the roundtable, to the Women in Leadership roundtable and think tank. If you can see us and hear us from Facebook or YouTube, we are streaming on both YouTube and Facebook. If you can hear us, please just drop us a comment there and let us know that let us know that you can hear us properly and you can see me. And also, make sure that you tag a friend, invite a friend, ask someone else to join us as we're talking about leadership and authorship. We are here to make a difference, like Peter Drucker is saying. We are here to make a difference. We are here to make sure that of us as leaders, we are getting empowered, we are getting enlightened. Leadership is very, very much important, and we need to make sure that we skill ourselves, we empower ourselves, we educate ourselves, and we make sure that we lead with poise, we lead with grace. So tonight I want to welcome all our guests, and I want to welcome all our viewers tonight. God bless you for taking the time and for joining us tonight so that we can actually talk with you, have a conversation with you. It will be great if you can join us at the round table. It's a virtual round table. It means anybody can join us from anywhere in the world. So we inviting you to join us. We inviting you to join us by commenting, by liking, by saying whatever that you're thinking with regards to leadership. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And we are going to be we're going to be talking to our first guest, who is going to be one of the people that will be hosting and starting conversations during the summit. She will be starting conversations. I just want to come Miss Xolisile Mazibuko, and I want to have a quick with regards to with regards to the summit. Miss Xolisile Mazibuko, I called you with your surname, your maiden surname. I was going to be in trouble with your husband. I want to welcome Mrs. Xolisile Mazibuko, and I want to just have a quick chat with Xoli and ask Xoli. We are getting ready for the Feminine Thought Leadership Summit, and we are really getting excited every day. We're asking ourselves, why is the summit not tomorrow? Why is it still next week? You know? So Xoli, just share with us briefly, how are you feeling about the forthcoming Thought Leadership Summit?
Hi, Dr. M, and hello to everyone who's watching. I am super excited. I can't wait. We are a few days away from the summit, and I am super, super excited. I can't wait to learn, to have a good time, to learn, to grow as a coach, as a new coach. I am super excited, ma. Let it just be tomorrow.
You just want it to be tomorrow.
Let it be
what what
tomorrow.
what
I
are
am
you what are you looking for? What is it that you are looking for at the summit? What do you want to take from the summit?
I would love to learn more about the coaching, and there's a whole lot of topics that are gonna be discussed there, and how to deal with some of the things that happen as you are a coach. So I would love to learn more. I would love to know more, and I'm really happy and excited and ready to learn.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. What would you say to the people out there, that they have not seen the advert, or they are still thinking, they are double-minded, they don't know if they have to come or not come? What would you say to them?
There's no time to think now. They are late already. They should have registered by now. We are only a few days away. So register, register, register so that you can be able to attend the summit. It's free. You are free to come in and join and enjoy and learn. Yes.
Great stuff, great stuff. Thank you, Xoli. Thank you, Xoli, for that. I know that you are also working behind the scenes, making sure that this summit is great. Yeah, thank you for that input. I can feel that fire. I can feel that excitement that you are having around the summit. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring in now our next speaker. Thank you, Xoli. I'm going to bring in our next speaker, Mrs. Zanele Ntombela. She is one of our speakers at the summit, and I just want to have, to check with her, how is she feeling about this forthcoming summit. It looks like, we connected because she went for the flowers as well. So we are saying to you, the summit is going to be beautiful with these flowers that we are wearing. We are saying, get ready, get yourself ready. And, before I can even talk to Mrs. Ntombela, let me just say this, that, the summit is getting hotter and hotter, and we have a lot of people that are signing up, that are confirming that they will be at the summit. You guys are great. Thank you so much for confirmations. I see a lot of people signing up on a daily basis, and this is really, really encouraging, and I am so, so grateful that you guys will be joining us on the 17th to the 19th of March 2023. And it is just going to be an educational weekend. You don't want to miss this weekend. It is an educational weekend and it is amazing. Please do join us. I've got with me here Mrs. Ntombela. Coach Zen, please, I call you Coach Zen. Please do introduce yourself to our listeners very quickly.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Zanele Ntombela, and I am a life coach that specializes in helping women heal from their past traumas and their past pains. And I am so happy to be part of this roundtable tonight with Dr. Mabel, who is an absolutely amazing woman. And I'm looking forward to us having a great time at the summit.
Awesome, awesome. You are doing a great job in the communities out there. And I believe that, anyone that will be joining the summit to come and sit under the sound of your voice will never be the same again. They will not come in and go, and the summit will not end without them, taking something out of it, without them transforming, without them learning, from someone who decided to quit her 9 to 5 job and start her own business. Like, I mean, I'm
Yes.
sure there are many people out there that are saying, but you know what? Every morning when I wake up, going to this place, I hate it. I hate the place where I'm going.
Yeah.
What can I do, to get out of this place and do something that will give me joy every morning when I wake up? So you decided, listen, I'm going to just leave this 9 to 5 thing and I'm going to do what I'm passionate about. I'm going to follow my purpose and my
Yes.
passion. I'm going to make sure that I'm getting paid by doing what I love, by my wisdom and by my knowledge. Coach Zen, I applaud you for that. Many people don't have the courage to
Thank
do what
you.
you have done. They don't have the courage. I
Thank you
applaud
so
you for
much.
that. I'm looking at you. You're doing great things out there. So please tell our listeners, what are you going to, before we go there, just tell our listeners how you feel about this forthcoming summit. Tell us your feelings. How is the mood?
Definitely. I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited. I can't wait. It actually feels like it's still far and it's only just a week away. I'm super excited. I really can't wait. I can't wait to meet all the other speakers. It's going to be phenomenal. I mean, the lineup is out of this world. I know I'm only speaking on Saturday, but it's going to be amazing from Friday all the way up to Sunday. I can't wait. If only it was today. Like Coach Oli said just before she went off, that if only it could happen now. It's going to be an amazing um, summit. I really hope everybody has registered, and everybody's just as excited to come and learn, to come and share experiences, and most of all, come and network, because it
Yeah.
is about networking. It is about making connections. And at the end of the day, we are all connected through each other. So yeah, I really can't wait. I'm super excited, like you can see with the bright colors that I'm wearing. I am super excited and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
You are actually already making an announcement that this is going to be super awesome. It's going to be bright. You
Yeah.
don't want to miss it. And you know what? I got the email as well that, hey, put on your flowers tonight. Because this particular summit is going to be a great one. Yeah, thank you, Coach Zen. The
Yeah.
excitement is in the house. We are all excited. We are looking forward, and we trust in God that He's going to help us for this, because it is a virtual event. He's going to help us
Absolutely.
to really have an awesome one and to share quality and value with the people that have registered for the summit. So what are you going to be talking about at the summit?
I'm going to be talking about self-care strategies for thought leaders, because I am all about self-care. I'm all about women taking care of themselves. Hence, I started my company called Sibasha Bath Salt, because I wanted people to feel loved. I wanted people to remind themselves that, they need to take care of themselves. They need to pamper themselves. So that's why I said, you know what, I'm going for something that's going to make me and make a whole lot of people happy. So I'm super excited to be talking about what I do on a day-to-day basis. So strategies, self-care strategies for thought leaders, because we are thought leaders at the end of the day. Hence, we are at the summit.
Yeah. Why is it important for thought leaders to take care of themselves? Why is
You
that
know,
important?
why is it important? I mean, Dr. M, we work hard, we work hard. We juggle so many hats. We're not just leaders, but we are moms, we are wives, we are teachers. So we've got a lot that's riding on us, and from time to time, we need to take a break. We need to breathe, stop and breathe, and say it is okay for us to take care of ourselves and pamper ourselves. If we don't, we are going to crash and burn. And unfortunately, we've got a lot of people that are connected to us, our families, our kids, our employees, the people in our communities that need us standing up and strong. So we need to take care of ourselves. Just a few minutes of time, we're not saying take months of work. No, but we're saying take a few minutes to rest, and just allow yourself to say, I'm tired today. I need to rest. Pamper those feet that have been carrying you throughout the day. We're fatigued. So it's very important. We need to reboot for us to have the energy to carry our families through, to carry our businesses through, and just to be great leaders. So to each and every leader out there, or each and every person out there, it's important for you to take some time out.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's very much important because recently I was going through serious burnout, because we continue to work, we push ourselves, we work, and we never take a break and say, you know what, let me just, take a break a little bit and take a breather and, soak myself into those bath salts and make sure that I feel fresh again, make sure that I feel good again. So that was Zanele Ntombela. She is the CEO and the founder, the visionary of Sibatle coordinators. There's a number of pillars under Sibatle coordinators, and she deals largely with with healing, and also she's selling a whole lot of products that can help you to relax as a thought leader. After a long day at the office, after those challenges in your business, after those challenges in your church, in your ministry, you just want to go back home and just soak yourself into those nice things and relax, so that you can be stronger and you wake up tomorrow morning and you can go and be effective and productive. So Ms. Ntombela, what is the takeaway? What will people take away from your talk at the summit?
Strategies for self-care. I'll be unpacking the importance of us taking care of ourselves and what will the benefits be. The second thing will be real life experiences and examples. We are living every day and we are going through things every day, and like burnout, for instance, we'll be unpacking that. And the third one is the third one is what sets great leaders apart. Because at the end of the day, we are leaders, but in order for you to be great, you need to know what to do that will set you apart, so that we are able to see who you are amongst all these other leaders. Then the fourth one would be setting boundaries. It is important for us to set boundaries because you cannot expect people to respect your space if they don't know what they should do and what they shouldn't do. So boundaries are very, very important, whether family, whether in business, whether through your friends. So all those things are going to be unpacked. So again, it's strategies for self-care. It's real life experiences and examples. It's what sets great leaders apart. And the last one is setting boundaries.
Wow. Yo. I cannot wait. I don't want to ask you more questions and you begin to present the summit information right now. We are having a problem with setting boundaries. We are not setting boundaries, and we are allowing, we are allowing access. We are allowing people to access us at any time, even at the time where we needed rest. So yeah, that is, I think that is really awesome. We are looking forward to that, so that we can learn as to how we can set boundaries. Sometimes it becomes a little bit difficult because we're thinking, hey, people are thinking, now that God has helped you, God has promoted you, God has you have improved, your life is no longer the same as it was before. Now you are having a lot of protocols and all of that. But it is not about that. It's because
Yeah.
you need me and I need to be strong. You need to give me that chance for me to to gain my strength again, so that I can come and impact your life. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I want to know, how can I set boundaries without feeling
Guilty.
without feeling guilty, because sometimes we feel guilty.
Mm.
It's like people will think that we are proud, and it's not about that. It's about the fact that you've got so many people that you are serving, and you need the strength. You need to take a
Yeah.
little break so that you can get that strength and continue to make that impact. So Coach Zen, just briefly, just tell us about your products very quickly.
So I make and sell bath salts because, like I said, I'm all about self-care. So our bath salts are infused with essential oils, and they are meant to help you sleep better if you're not sleeping properly. They're meant to help you relax. At the same time, if you are feeling very fatigued or you've got aches and pains in your body, you relax in the salt and it helps reduce some of those pains. So we are all about saying, take some time to breathe, relax, and pamper yourself. At the same time, you are also, we know that, everybody's lives are busy. Not everybody has time to go to a spa, or take some long breaks or weekends away. So we're just saying, take a few minutes of your time during your busy schedule to just sit down and relax. So we're saying 20 minutes in your bathtub, soak yourself in our bath salts and just enjoy it. And once you're done, you really do feel relaxed. You really do feel refreshed. It's like switching on a reboot button. So we're saying reboot yourself with our bath salt. Hence our name says Sibahle bath salt, because we believe that we're all beautiful inside and out in our unique ways. So we're saying carry that beauty through and be kind to yourself. Just pamper yourself, just relax. 20 minutes. That's all you need. And the bath salts will be available at the conference.
Are looking forward to ordering all those products, so that we can pamper ourselves and so stay on this stream, stay in the back, at the back of the stage. We're still gonna talk to you. I want to now bring in our beloved Pastor Lebo Mabale, all the way from Rustenburg, and I was watching a video earlier on, and she was not talking from Rustenburg. She was far away. She was in the northwest. She was on radio earlier on. Pastor Lebo Mabale is an author and she is a pastor. She deals with the issues of healing, and we are going to have a quick chat with her, with regards to the summit, with regards to leadership, because she's an author. Also, she will tell us why is it important for the leaders to write, to put their knowledge on paper. Pastor Lebos is not able to join us via video. She will only be on audio because she's load shed, and she won't be able to join us via video. Pastor Lebo, please do introduce yourself very briefly to our listeners.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Pastor Mabel. Thank you for this opportunity one more time for us to gather and to share our thoughts. It's been a wonderful day for me. I'm really glad that Zanele will be sharing with us about how to take care of ourselves, because really right now I am exhausted, but thank God for his strength. So I'm looking forward to Feminine Thought Leadership Summit. Hey, feminine one, not just an ordinary Feminine Thought Lead Summit. Yes, go ahead, my pastor.
Awesome. Awesome, my pastor. Yes, I'm glad to hear that you are looking forward. We are looking forward. We are really looking forward. It feels like it can be tomorrow, and it's only happening next week. We can't wait for for you to dish out valuable information. We know that when you open your mouth and speak, you speak wisdom, you just give us value, you give us quality, and we really can't wait for that. My leader, I just want to, to check with you now that, at the Leadership Summit, what is it that you're going to be talking to us about? What can we expect?
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about how leaders need to navigate through pain and access healing. Now, that also it's very laden, how to process, how to navigate through pain. So it means it's something that you have to go through. It's not something that you need to avoid. It's something that you need to go through. However, also, what I will be focusing on is the fact that we'll be dealing with this pain from a perspective that we are women. So we will measure on our strength and our capacity as women. And even if time allows, then we'll go into our threshold as women. And then, of course, at the end of it all, we'll then be talking about healing. Because as leaders, we cannot afford to lead people while we are still bleeding. We cannot afford to lead people while we're still limping. We cannot afford to lead people while we still entangled with the whole thing of pain. But we need to navigate through it. We need to understand why are we going through the pain that we are going through. We need to understand the purpose of that pain. And we need to understand also the lessons that are available within that pain before we can access our healing. So I'm quite excited about the summit where we'll be going through all these things, because healing is provided for it, and it's one thing for us to walk in our healing when we are totally restored, when we are completely healed from the trauma, where you are able to look at the trauma and say, thank you for coming into my life. For right now, I am wiser. You say that I speak words of wisdom. They come from being broken. So we will be looking at all these aspects of pain and healing, and what our responsibilities are for us to be in a position where we are healed, because it is possible. I've gone through that. There was a time when I was bleeding, but right now I am no longer bleeding. I am healed, and I'm able to help other people who are bleeding and say, hey, don't stop at at bleeding. We need to dress that wound, but before we dress it, we need to clean it. So Those are the processes that we have to look at during the summit. And I thank God. I thank God, and I thank you, Pastor Mabel, for coming up with this idea of the summit, so that people need to be restored. People need to function optimally. People need to be effective in everything that they do. And there's nothing that gives me peace and joy is when I see a woman flow in their strength. And hey, sure, I nearly said something. Let me just hold my horses and wait for next week. It's really, I'm really excited about the summit. Can you hear me?
Wow, great stuff, great stuff. Yes, we lose you here and there. I think also because of the load shedding, but I think we got the gist of what you are saying, and I love the fact that you are saying we've got to heal so that we can be able to do the work that God has entrusted us with. Without us being healed, we will not be able to just continue like that and try and work whilst we are bleeding onto the people that we are leading, that we are trying to inspire, that we are trying to motivate. And it is only when you have gone through a process of healing that you appreciate the pain. I mean, the problems that you've been through, the wound that you have suffered. It's only when you have gone onto the other side and you look back and you like say you say, if I didn't face this kind of challenge, I wouldn't be where I am. I was speaking in Zambia, I think it was in 2018, and when I said the same thing that you are saying, when I said to the people in Zambia that I appreciate my pain, I love my pain, I love the problems that I have been through. I've just told them my story, which was very painful. And then I told them that, you know what, I love what happened, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't have become a better person. And it is only when you are at the point where you understand the purpose of the pain that you're going through that you are able to appreciate it. And then you can say what you just said, Pastor Lebo, that, you know what, pain, thank you for coming. Thank you for knocking at my door. Thank you for not just visiting me, but for coming to grind me and to cook me. Because if it wasn't because of you, I wouldn't have Rain in Your Purpose Academy. If it wasn't because of
Indeed.
you, I wouldn't be doing the Feminine Thought Leadership Summit. If it wasn't because of
Mm.
you, Pain, I would still be hiding somewhere there, not knowing what is it that I need to do. Now, I'm running an academy, and this academy is actually helping a lot of people to get out of this pain that we are talking about, Pastor Lebo. And they really look into that pain and they come out with gold, they come out with diamonds. Because now they're understanding why this pain. Now they see the reason for the pain. And when they see the reason for the pain, come motivation, their inspiration, they start polishing the diamond and saying, I'm going to sell this diamond to the world, and this is when pain becomes nice. This is when you start
Indeed.
appreciating the pain. So I believe that your session, people are just going to receive their healing, because as leaders, we bleed and we hide, and we don't deal with it. We don't deal with the pain. And I think sometimes it's because we try to be strongful and we don't prioritize ourselves and we forget about our health. So I am sure that this session is going to be a great session. What would you say will be the takeaway? A person who's coming to sit and listen to you talking about, navigating through pain and getting healed as a thought leader, what will be the takeaways?
First and foremost, the person would really appreciate the kind of pain that they have gone through, because most of the time we see pain in a negative way. So one
Yeah.
takeaway regarding pain is that people at the end will have their perspective adjusted correctly to see things the way God sees them, to see that some of the breakings were needful for where they are going. Because just give an example,
Yeah.
Nje, if you are going ahead and you need to shed some few kilos, obviously the exercise, the regiment that you'll be taking, you will shed it off. It will not be nice, but it is needful. What you're going through right now, it's
Mm,
needful for where you are going to. So that is something, one thing that they will take. And the other thing is that once they understand the importance of healing, then they will have a glimpse of the what kind of potential that they are able to unleash through themselves, that
yes.
once you are healed, you are able
Mm,
to maximize your potential, because now you realize that you have got so much treasure within you that it's undepletable. So those are the two
mm,
major things: that see pain in a good perspective and appreciate
mm,
the person that you're gonna be after you've gone through the process of healing. That
mm,
will
mm.
be how
Wow.
the summit will mean for me and for whoever will be in attendance. And I want to urge anyone who has not registered to rush. Follow the link, register, don't miss out, don't be square, but be there so that your feminine side can be unleashed. And I'm
Mm,
tired of having women who are leaders but still behaving like men in their offices. We need that feminine leadership, because that's who God has made us to be. He didn't make us to be men, He made us to be women. Hey, let me end there before I start preaching.
oh my word, guys, can you hear this? We want the feminine side. The feminine side must be unleashed. We are looking for the feminine side. We are tired. We are tired of we are tired of people uh, leading like men. We want women to lead like women, and unleash
Yes.
that feminine side and make an impact, make a difference in the lives of people. That is what we are looking for. So if you come to the thought leadership summit, to the feminine thought leadership summit, you are indeed going to you are indeed going to be impacted. There's no way that you're going to leave with being impacted. Your life will change for the good, and you will go out there and really lead like a feminine leader. You remind me, Pastor Lebo, that I walked into another lady's office one day, and I found that that office is so feminine. You see the post-it notes that we always put on the desk. It was in the shape of a stiletto. It was so beautiful.
Mm.
Everything in there was like so feminine and powerful also. So yeah, we are grateful. We are grateful that we are going to be getting this kind of content during the summit, where your feminine side will be unleashed as a leader. You will understand that you can actually take all the other leadership qualities that you see, and you can put the feminine side to it. and make sure that you lead with poise. Pastor Lebo, why is it important for us as leaders? You have written books, you have written books, and sometimes some leaders, when they leave this world, there's nothing that they leave with us behind, you start asking people, where can I get a recording of Pastor Lebo? Where can I get a book of Pastor Lebo? But you have already written something, you have written books. Why is it important for leaders to write, to put down, to pen down their expertise, their knowledge? Why is it important for us as leaders to at least write a book?
Books, they outlive us, and books go to where we cannot physically go there. So
Yes.
it is very important to pen it down. But also, again, what is important is to customize. When you write a book or when you pen something down, you are customizing it to your experiences, and you add
Right.
to it your flair or your touch, so that when people read what you have written, they also get a glimpse into who you are. So that is very important. In other words, when people read what I have written, they will also get an understanding of what kind of a person I am. And then also, maybe somebody is struggling with the kind of person they are. And when they read and say, I can see myself in this woman, and then they are encouraged to be the best version that they could ever be. So it is very important to write. It is very important not only just to write hard copies, but also ebooks, because right now everything it's available within the palm of our hands. So it is important to do that. Most importantly is that the message that God has placed in our lives, we are the best sellers of that message. We are the best tellers also of that message.
Wow.
No one can say,
You always strong
uh,
statement.
pardon?
Oh, you can
I
continue. I
missed
thought
that
you
one.
have your
Oh, okay. You know
all
what I'm
powerful
saying is
state. I
that,
thought you were closing what you were.
yeah, basically what I'm saying is that once you have penned things down, you have also attached a part of you. And when somebody reads that, even after you have gone, they'll be able to get an understanding what kind of a person you are. So it's important. Even when I take people through the workshop of treat the untreated pain, I get them to write down their story, what happened. Let them write it down so that they are able to see it, and they are able not only to relive it, but also to put in a better understanding of what happened. So when you put things down and write, you are adding a layer, quite a number of layers to life concerning whatever that you are writing. So that is important. Let me conclude on that note.
It is
Did you
really
hear me?
powerful because when we are writing books, we are leaving a legacy behind. We are leaving something that people can still, reach out to and still read and still be blessed. We make sure
Mhm.
that we are still alive even if we are gone. We can still make an impact in the lives of people even after we are gone. And as you were talking about writing the book down, I was reminded of the quotation that says the most powerful leadership tool you have is your own personal example. That your own personal
Yeah.
example is the most powerful tool that you have. So as leaders, we do have our examples, we have our stories, we have our expertise, we have our experiences, and that is what we need to put down and and put it out there for the people to continue to grow, for the people to continue to be inspired. I always look at how much content do pastors have. Pastors have got a platform every Sunday, even during the week. They speak to people every day. I mean, I ask myself, that message, does it end up in the church? Does it end up there in the church with your members alone? Why aren't we using different types of media to spread the message? I think pastors could write books every day, every month. There could be a book that is coming because you're having content that you're delivering during and every Sunday, and if every day, actually, even on Saturdays, sometimes you are having a service or something. So we've got a whole lot of information that we need to manage, that we need to put it out there. And I love when you talk about ebooks, because Pastor Lebo, the world is going a different direction. If we are still holding on to a book, if you say I'm an author and they don't see you holding your book like this, they think that you are not an author. So ebook is something that people are still not taking seriously. But the way the world is going, it's taking a different direction where people will have to learn to just purchase things online. I've read something where some companies overseas are closing down, not because they're no longer in operation, but people are buying more online than going to a brick and mortar a place to go and buy. People are just purchasing, and you can see today, you just order your food on your phone. If you want takeaways, you just order on your phone and the food comes. So we need to position ourselves in such a way that we will be able to survive in the near future. If our books are just books that people cannot listen to, that's another thing. It must not just be an ebook, it must also be an audio book. It must also be an audio book where people can just listen whilst they are driving, because we've got so much content. And I think that you are right to say a book outlives you. If we write books, we know that we are leaving the information that is so important behind. Yeah, this is really, really awesome. So your books, how can we get your books? How can people get those books?
Indeed,
I
ma'am.
think
Indeed, it's books. Books are a legacy. They are a legacy. So
yeah,
we really should not live this world without a legacy.
yeah,
Let somebody remember us. Let somebody use what we have gone through. Let's empower somebody else. Let's empower generation.
yeah. Awesome. You're getting cut off here and there. And I can see that even some of our guests, they've been coming in and going out. They've not been able to stay on. I saw Precious Nyarimbi earlier on, and she's out again. So I don't know if she will be able to come back. I know she had a double, uh, you know, she's talking on both on both events. A friend of mine also is hosting another event, so we are hosting an event at the same time. So she's trying to balance, but she was here, and then I think she got kicked out again from here. But we are here, and we are excited about the forthcoming summit. I believe that leaders need to be developed. They need to be they need to be groomed, especially women leaders. And I'm saying especially women leaders because, we grew up, with the notion that a woman cannot lead, and we have not really gotten a lot of opportunities to lead. Some of us were fortunate enough to start, leading from a very young age. I started leading from a very young age. From 14 years already, I was already a leader, and I don't think there was anybody who came and say, let's develop you, let's show you how to do this thing. I was thrown into the deep end, and I've learned, and I've did whatever that needed to be done. And I grew. I learned from, the good things that I've done. I've learned from the mistakes that I've done. Even the mistakes that I've done, they actually groomed me in my leadership journey. So we are saying, come and join us, come and join us at the Feminine Thought Leadership Summit. It's happening next week, Friday. We're starting Friday, 5 o'clock. So if you want to be, up to speed with sessions, who's coming on when, and all that, please do sign up. The link is on my all my social media platforms. Just reach out and sign up, and join us there, so that you get all the communication about the summit. And next week, just before the summit, we will be loading our workbook. So if you have signed up, you will be able to download that workbook and be ready with that workbook, attend the summit, taking down all the notes. You've just heard our speakers, that they are coming to tell us some great things. Ms. Ntombela was telling us about how to set boundaries for ourselves, because sometimes we don't set boundaries for ourselves. And Pastor Lebu is going to be talking about, how to navigate through pain as a thought leader and find healing. Sometimes we really get hurt in the process, even by the people that we are leading. How do you deal with that when you are getting hurt even by the people that you are leading? So we are looking forward for this great summit, and we want the feminine side of leadership to be unleashed. We want to empower you as a woman leader, to say you can lead with grace, you can lead with poise, you can become powerful as a woman leader. You don't need to lead like a man, but you need to lead like a woman. You can think like a man, but you must lead like a woman. You can take all the leadership qualities that are there and apply them. Take them and apply them as a woman. Take them and apply them, make them feminine, and lead with poise, lead with excellence. It is very much possible that you can lead with excellence. And prioritize yourself. Make sure that you get that healing. Make sure that you deal with the pain that you are going through. Make sure that you don't ignore the pain. Take it and put it aside and say, no, I'm okay. When you are not okay, when you're not okay, you're not okay. And you can talk to people. You can, treat that. When it is not treated, it becomes septic, and you begin to see it in the way that you deal with people. You begin to see it in the way that you are leading people. So I'm just gonna get all the people that are backstage, just for all of us to have our final say, just to have our final say, and talk about, our excitement towards the summit. Totally. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, Toli. What are your final words to the people that we are looking forward to the summit? Your final words, Toli? I don't know if Oli's microphone is okay, but whilst she is coming on, please just go to one of the links on my social platforms, click the link, sign up for the Feminine Thought Leadership Summit. I've left you there a beautiful, wonderful, powerful video on how to tap into your feminine leadership fire and power. Exactly what Pastor Lebo was talking about earlier on, that we need to unleash the feminine side of you as a leader. It's captured in that presentation. It is titled "How to Tap into Your Feminine Leadership Fire and Power." It's basically about how to lead as a woman, So sign up. The link is on my bios. The link is on all my social media platforms. Sign up and go onto the platform, read a little bit. There's something that I left you there, and then click the link and get into the video and watch that presentation. It will really empower you even before the conference come. Right. So let's get your last words, Ms. Zanele Ntombela.
Ladies, let's register. It's going to be an absolutely amazing, 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 I can't stress that enough, amazing 3-day summit. Register today. It's as easy as that. All you need to do is you click on the link and you scroll all the way down. When you get to the bottom where it says amount on the dollar sign, you put a 0 and then you click purchase. Immediately you get an email. That's how easy it is. So now I've told you how to register. Click on the link and scroll all the way to the bottom, 0 on amount, and Bob's your uncle. Come join us. We can't wait to meet you. We can't wait to network. It's going to be amazing. I really, really cannot wait, and I'm so, so excited. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Because others, they probably say, "Neyman, didn't they say we are not paying here? So what is this name a fair price?" You just put in a 0 if you want to give us an offering, because we're going to really give you value. If you want to give us an offering, you also have got, you can give us an offering. But really, when you see that sentence that says name a fair price, don't run away. Just click, just put the 0 in there, $0, and then continue, and then you'll get an email. When you get that email, it will say view content. You view content and you will enjoy the content just like that online. All right, thank you, Coach Z, for that. Yeah, and Toli just wrote to say, if you need help with registration, let us know. Please do so. If you need help with registration, you can contact Xolisile and ask her to help with registration. You can contact Bernice Governor to help you with, with the registration. Don't be afraid to contact us. We are all on social media. I'm sure Mrs. Ntombela will also be happy to assist you if you are struggling. Right. So thank you so much, Coach Z, for that. Koli, your last words? I think Tolia, just see her, she's frozen there. I don't know what is happening. Pastor Lebu, let's get your final words.
Well, I'm really, really looking forward, but in most cases, let's bring the summit before the Lord so that He can grace all the speakers with favor and with words of wisdom, so that when we share, the people should have an exceptional encounter and wherever they are stuck, they will be able to move on and find answers. And all this would be possible through the help of the Holy Spirit. So as we still going to put our dots, dot our I's and cross our T's for the last time, may we be under the influence of the Holy Spirit. Looking forward to seeing everyone next week. May God bless us.
Amen. Amen. May God bless us. We're looking forward to seeing everyone at the summit. Don't miss it. Share with a friend. Share this broadcast with a friend. Share the link for registration. Show that you care. Looking for leaders, and this can be business people, entrepreneurs, it can be authors, it can be coaches, it can be mentors, anybody that is leading in any industry, in any field. We need them to be with us in the room. Please do share, help us to share this, and we really appreciate it. I'm going to ask the lady that is in the background to also come on in and tell us about, how she's feeling about the summit and her last word. Someone has been driving this in the background. Please come on in, put yourself on the screen as well, and share something with us.
Good evening, Dr. Mabel. Good evening, fellow coaches. Good evening, all audience. There's just something wrong with my camera, but I would like to share. Looking forward to the 17th, 18th, and 19th of March. It's going to be 3 wonderful days of being inspired, empowered, being in the presence of powerful leaders that will be sharing with us their expertise, their experiences, their tips, giving us tips, making sure that we get to the background of the successes, and really uplifting us, and being myself being in a leadership position for 25 years plus. It is a difficult journey, especially if you're a female, and we really need to embrace who we are, and uplift and shift to the next level. And I'm really looking forward. I think the most amazing part about it is that we're going to have leaders from across the world. So it's not only from South Africa, we're going to have from the UK, from Botswana, from Zambia. So it's quite interesting, it's exciting. So I really can't wait for the 17, 18, and 19. Thank you, Dr. Mabel.
Thank you, Coach B. Oh, awesome, awesome. Like, you've been doing a great job behind the scenes. Ooh, I had so much peace because you have been driving this quietly, and you did a great job. Your big ups for you, Coach B. Thank you so much for the sterling work that you have done tonight. And you really make me look forward to the summit, the way you have done your thing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thanks to everyone who joined us. We appreciate your time. Please be sure to share this broadcast with someone that you love, someone that you know is in leadership. Please share this and share the link with them. Be in contact with us. We are all on social media platforms. We may be talking to some of our guests again next week, those that are available and they're able to make it. But if we're not able to speak to all of them, you will see them at the summit. I wanted them to just come and greet you and say, hey, listen, come to the summit, come and join us and be blessed. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a great evening.
Night. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good evening. Bye.